Is it audible? Is it audible? Checking again. Is it audible? Okay, good afternoon, all. In this session, we are going to start a fresh project titled Student Placement Data Management Application. So, in this skilling week, we are going to develop a project and then host it in MSWD, Stack Web Development. Placement Data Management. So the project name is Student Placement Data Management Application. In this project, we are going to have 5 modules. As we all know, for all the project, we are going to have authentication module and authorization module. This is common, universally common for all the project. Then profile maintenance module. This is for the student profile maintenance and the admin profile maintenance for the placement system. And then the placement data module. This is the actual part, the data of the student placement, which is going to be displayed in the application as well as stored. So placement data module. Then we are going to have placement statistics analyzation display module. So the data module will store the data, and then the analyzation module will analyze the data. Further, after analyzation, it will display the data. So first two modules are in general, authentication and authorization, which you will be using for your SDP projects also. And profile maintenance module, most of the websites will have this. The last two module is more specific towards the project. So today, the plan is going to be this day one, Node.js. We are going to have, this is the server side, and React we are going to have, this is the client side. So we will have server, client, and then the default template setups for the website, like header, footer, like that, whatever the default template, we will have that. And then we will have the client server communication so that it can respond to the database, like server will respond to the database. First, client need to send the data to server. Server have to acknowledge the data. Further, server can communicate to the database. So the approach is up to client server communication. That means client sending the data, server is just acknowledging the data back to the client. So up to this is the session plan. And I am your faculty today. My name is Balaji. Okay. I am going to handle this full session today for you. And first 3 days, I am going to handle. And the next 2 days, Dr. Murali Mohan sir will be handling it. The 4th day and 5th day. And the last day, me and Varaprasad sir will be handling the session. So it is a 6-day approach towards the project. At the end of the training, you will be deploying the application. That means a full stack application in stack development into the cloud. Okay. So let me get into the proceedings today. I hope so you got it right. So today what we are going to do, we are going to have Node server, React client, and setting up the basic format of the website, and then the client server communication. That means React to Node communication. Again, Node will be acknowledging back to the React. So this is what we are going to do today. To do this, you require the softwares. First software which required is the Node.js. First software which required was the Node.js. This is for your client as well as the server. And the second one is the text editor, that is VS Code. Like we can use any notepad or Sublime. Similarly, we can use the VS Code. And the third one is the database. I'm going to use MongoDB Cloud Database. Okay. So that cloud URL I had given here. Now, first, let me start with the requirements. That is the software required. So first software required, you just have to go to your Google and then type node space download. Okay. Node space download. You'll be able to see this Node.js first link. You can go into this. So here LTS and current version is there. Go to the current version. As per your system, it is Windows or Mac, whatever it is, as per your system, you go with the download option. For example, my system is Windows and 64-bit OS. So I'm going under Windows and MSI 64-bit, this one. Okay. If you click on this 64-bit, okay, you can able to download the MSI file, which is just 20 MB maybe. And then you have to click next for the installation. Okay. This will set up the node on your system. Right. Is it clear? So you have to first set up the node on your system. Go to your Google and then type node space download. Open the first link, which is shown here, and then go to the current version. Here, Windows installer MSI 64-bit. Click and download. After downloading, just give next, and finish the installation. Once you completed installation, you have to ensure that the installation is successful or not. How to ensure that? First, you have to create one directory for our project. See, MSWD folder I'm having. In this MSWD folder, I'm going to create a folder called skill. Okay, create an empty folder called skill. I want you also to create such folder. So, students, you create the folder called skill. Okay, in your MSWD folder. MSWD folder. Okay. So go inside skill folder. Right. Here, you just click on the address bar on the top. In the folder, you are having this PC, C drive, work data, like that. So in the address bar on the top, you just click on the white space in the top. It will be showing something like this. You erase this. Okay. And type CMD. Okay. You just erase the entire address. Okay. You first click on the white space on the right side, then erase the entire address. Then type CMD. Okay. Open the command prompt. So here you can able to see the command prompt is exactly opened in the place where my skill folder is available. Okay. For this reason only, I opened inside the folder. Now you just type nodes space hyphen version. Node space hyphen version. If you type that, you should able to get 16 point or 20 point, whatever the version. Okay, you might be getting 20 point something. The node version you'll be getting here. This says you have successfully installed the Node.js on your system. Okay. Just ensure whether your installation is done successful or not. You ensure whether your installation is done successful or not. Okay. Going further ahead, the second software required was the DS Code. Okay. You just open another tab, open Google. Just type VS Code download. VS Code download. You can able to see the first link, Visual Studio Code download. Click on that one. In this link, you can able to download the Windows based installer. Okay, Windows based installer. For example, I can download the CLI for x64. Okay, x64 I can download. Then I will install this. Okay. So this will give me the text editor. Clear, right? This is for text editor and the first one which we did for Node.js. And then further, the MongoDB cloud. Okay. Open one more tab. Just type mongodb.com. In this place, we will be creating our cloud account for our MongoDB. Okay. So now getting back, Node.js, VS Code, and MongoDB Cloud. This MongoDB Cloud, don't worry, we will do it on the later base. So as of now, you should have Node.js and VS Code. Okay. So now we will go to our command prompt. Already Node.js is installed. Okay. VS Code is available in my system. So the first thing is I have to create one client. Then I have to create the server. Okay. First, install the Node.js. Second, install the VS Code. Third, open CMD in your working directory and then type node space hyphen hyphen version. Check the node installation. Fourth step, create the client with the command npx create react app and then the app name. App name is going to be client itself. Okay. So this will create the React app. npx create React app client. So I'm going to give this command. I will give npx create React app. App name is client. I will give enter. So it will be creating. Meantime, when it is been creating, okay, because it will take some time to create, we will look at the server part. Once we done enough, like we will see the basics in the server part, this will be completed. Okay. So I'm minimizing the command prompt after giving the command npx create React app client inside my MSWD skill folder. This skill folder, especially I created for our training purpose. So currently the skill folder is empty. I'm going to create a client in the skill folder. Okay. So I'm just going to minimize this. This command will work only if you install the Node.js properly. Okay, only if you install the Node.js properly. And if your version is displaying here, then only this command will work. I hope so you had given the command. Okay. So our next step is to create the server with the command npm space init. But this command I will be giving in the new command prompt. I won't disturb the older one. Okay. Before doing that, I'll be just saving this file. So the next command is npm init. You have to give it in a newer command prompt. How to open the newer command prompt? You have to go to the same folder. Okay. In that folder, skill folder, you have to click on the URL, then open CMD. I'm opening in the same skill folder. Okay. So that whatever I'm doing will be inside the skill folder. Okay. I'm opening command prompt inside a skill folder. This is my second command prompt, right? Okay. So in this command prompt, I will try to create a server. Okay. First, to create the server, we will create one more directory too. I will modify the steps a little bit. Create the server with the command npm init inside the server folder. Right. Yes. Inside the server folder, which is inside the client folder. Okay, so you have to go into the server folder, sorry, client folder. Then further inside, you have to go to the server folder. Inside the server folder, you have to create the server. Okay. You check what are the folders I'm having. I'm having only the skill folder. Okay. Not so inside the skill folder. The parent folder is skill. Okay. The parent folder is the skill. Then server. Then provide the command. Okay. Parent folder is a skill. Then server folder. then provide the command. Now I am inside the skill folder. I want to create one more folder called server. So inside that folder, I will open the command prompt. So I will close this command prompt. I will create one more folder called server. In this server, I will open the command prompt. Now you see my command prompt is in exactly the server's location. In this place, I will give npm init. This is the command which I specified, npm init, to create the server, right? So now we are going to create the server. npm init. Now you can able to see it is asking the package name. The package name is server. If I want to modify, I can give it here. Otherwise, I can go with the same name. Just I will go with the same name for server. So next version, description. Just give enter, enter, enter. At last, is this okay? Yes. What it is asking, is this okay? Is this okay means the above JSON format. The above JSON formatted data. Okay. You can see the main file name is given as index.js. It is asking, is this okay? Yes. Okay. Now you can just minimize your command prompt, which is a server command prompt. Okay. You go to the folder and check. There will be a new file created called package.json inside the server command prompt. Okay. Inside skill folder, inside server folder, inside skill folder, inside server folder, you are having package.json. Okay, package.json. So now we created the server. What about the client? Is it creating? It is created. See how it is saying like how I'm saying it is created in the client command prompt. Okay, that means MSWD skill. Okay, in that command prompt, you are getting this happy hacking messages. Happy hacking messages. So in this happy hacking, like if you get the happy hacking message, it says your client is being successfully created. Now in this command prompt, you have to give this cd space client and npm space start, right? Cd space client and npm space start. So where you should give in the same client command prompt. Okay, that means MSWD skill. After that, cd space client. See, it is showing cd space client here. I'm giving the exact data below cd space client. So my client is created. That's why it got into the client folder. See, inside skill folder, there is a client folder. It got into that. You can check in your folder too. Just go back to your skill folder. You can able to see your client folder. In the client folder, you can able to see the number of files. These are the files you will get when successful React app is created. Okay, when successful React app is created. If you are getting only partial files here, like only 2-3 files here and not the remaining one, then that says React app is not fully created. Okay. So now inside this client, I'm getting it, right? What is the second command you are seeing in the screen? What is the second command you are seeing in the screen? The second command was npm start. The second command was npm start. So you have to give npm start. Okay. Now, if you give npm start, which one you are starting? Client or server? Which one you are starting? You are starting the client. So just give npm start. Start the client. Npm start is the command to start the client. That I will type here. After is the client section. Okay. Client session. After the creation of client, first step inside the client, what you have to do in the command prompt, you have to give cd space client. Second command, you have to give npm space start. This will start the client. This will start the client application. Then what about the server? Server session. After the creation of server, that means first skill folder, then server folder, then package.json file should be visible. Okay. After the creation of server, what you have to do? So I will say that after the creation of server, first we started the client now. What happened to that? We had given cd space client and then we had given npm start. This npm start will start the client. So we started the client now. Just we will check whether client is started or not. Go to the client's command prompt. It will show something like this. Okay. So that will show the client is started. How it is showing client is started? See localhost http colon 3000. You can click this or just go to the browser and then see automatically one screen will be popping up with the localhost colon 3000. The address will be localhost colon 3000. So in this address, you will get this blue color rotating logo and some data below. This is the React client default screen. Okay. That means your client is a React application. Your client is a React application, and that React application is having a default code, and that code is displaying like this, right? So your client started successfully. What about your server? You had only package.json file, right? No other files you are having. You have to create those files. For example, you go to your server's command prompt and see what is your main file name. It is shown already. It is shown already. See, in the server's command prompt, if you go and check the previous one, main file name should be index.js. Is there any file called index.js in your server folder? Check it. Go to your skill folder. Go into your server folder. In the server folder, is there any file called index.js? No. So only package.json is there. Why you are having this package.json? Actually, you are creating a virtual environment for your server application. Virtual environment means a closed environment. Okay. And then within the closed environment, whatever the software you want to install, you can install. That means the packages you can install, which will not be a global one. Will not be a global one. Whatever you are installing inside the folder, which will be in a virtual environment. It won't be a global one. Suppose if you are having another server, okay, in that server, those packages will not be available, right? So now here in the MSWD skill server, okay, we came to know the file name should be index.js, but we did not create that, right? So you go to the skill folder, one folder before you go, right click the skill folder, show more options. You open the entire skill folder in VS Code. You open the entire skill folder in VS Code because I am going to edit the code for client and as well as for the server. So I need one environment to do that. That's why I'm opening the entire skill folder in VS Code. After opening this, you just go to the server. See how many files are there? Only one file. Just right click. You just give one more file name, new file, right click the server and then give one more file name, new file. And then the file name is index.js. Why I'm creating the file name in the name of index.js? Go to your package.json. Here you can able to find main index.js. This should be the file name. So I had created the file name in the name of index.js. In the server, I am going to use two packages initially. One is the MongoDB. Sorry, one is the Express. Two is CORS. CORS means cross origin resource sharing. Okay, these two I'm going to use. So after creation of package.json, what you will do? Create a file called index.js inside the server folder. The next step, install below two packages. The first package is Express. How to install that? npm I Express. Second package is CORS. CORS means what? Cross origin resource sharing. How to install this? npm I CORS. How to install both the package at a time? npm I Express space CORS. If you give space, it will take it as a separate package. This you have to give it in a command prompt. Where you have to give in the server command prompt. So go to your server. Here you give npm I express space cors. I am going to install express and cors, both the packages. Okay, enter. It is a small package. Now it is installed. Okay, so after installation, I will open my server code. Okay, here index.js is empty. So you have to start typing your server code. How to type? First, you have to import the package. Const, how to import const space express equal to, you have to say one function name, require. Okay, require will bring in the required things. What is required? Express package is required. And you are bringing in the required things, in name, in the name of express. Okay, the required things will be brought in the name of express. Then const space cors. The left side name is just a label name. Right side name is the actual package name. Require within function bracket single quotes cors. I'm saying this as function brackets. Why? The curve bracket. This one is the parenthesis. Whenever you see the parenthesis, that is the function bracket. Okay. That immediately you can say it as a function. Then we imported two things. Now what we have to do? We have to create an object for express. Okay, then only we can use the functions which are inside the express package. Okay, first we need to create the object for express. It is like your Java. So const space app, okay, equal to, how do you create the object? New keyword and then express. Express is the name which you referred in the line number 1. Okay, for the express package. So the same name you have to give. Now app object is created. Next, you have to use certain features in this application. How to make the application to use those features? The application to use some features. So how to say that? You have to say app. App means application dot use. Okay. App means application means I had named it as app. What is that app? App is the object of express. So that object I'm saying it as application. Okay. My application to use first express.json. See, this is to just get the input and output and send the output. Get the input and send the output in JSON format. Where we are working, this is server side now. So server will get the input from client and will respond back to client. So in which format it can get? Normally it will get in a string format. If you want to get the input and produce the output to the client in a JSON format, then you have to use this. Then app.use CORS. Why CORS? Cross origin resource sharing. Why? Because your server is running in a separate port number. Your server is running in 8, for example, 8081. I'm going to run the server. How to run the server in that port? App.listen. App.listen 8081. Now my server will listen to 8081 port. And suppose my client is running in another port. Okay. Port number 3000. Okay. Client is running in port 3000. In this case, both the port numbers are different now. So the server will take client as a third party application. Okay. Any third-party application request can be served if the CORS is enabled. Okay. If the CORS is enabled. So that is the reason I'm enabling the CORS. Right? Now, I made the import statements. Then I created the app object. I used certain features for my app, and then I am listening in the particular port for the server. Now, listening is okay, but something should happen while listening now. Somebody should reach you and say something. For that, you have to respond. That is the server's duty, right? So, how to receive the request and respond back? That is what we are going to do now. How to receive the request and respond back. For example, I will say app, this application dot get method. Get is a method. Method means function. Okay. Why I am saying get? From browser. Okay. From any browser. Okay. From browser, the default URL triggering is get method. Okay. The default URL triggering is get method. I'm going to trigger this particular function from the browser. Okay. So app.get, browser's default one is get. So app.get, what is the address it need to look for? Slash something like home. This will work when your address is www dot like not www, because you are is running in local host. So local host colon 8081 where it is reasoning. Okay, 8081 slash home. When this is occurring, local host slash 8081 slash home is occurring, this particular method will get into live. Okay, this particular method will get into live. That is what app.get slash home. This get method is having two parameters. First parameter is, okay, two parameter. First parameter, address. And second parameter is action, what to do, action function. Or we can say service function. Okay. So your first parameter done. App.get slash home. That is the address. What is the second parameter? Service function. So comma. This service function, no need to have any name, because any method will have name for its calling only. For example, addition function is there. You will call as add, addition, like that. So method name is used to call it. Here we are going to have a function without method name. Without method name. Then who will call this function? From the browser, when you get this localhost colon 8081 and slash home, this will call the function. Okay. So it no need to have any name. Just I'm going to have the method. Method means parenthesis, like this brackets. And then this method is going to have request comma response. Okay. Two parameters inside request comma response. This is an arrow function. So equal to greater than symbol. Okay. This is the arrow function. Then set of lines you have to write for this method to define it. To define it. So how to write that set of lines? Within the set brackets, within the braces like this. Okay. So give one enter now. Between the braces, give enter. Okay. But see, first I made the brace like this. Then between the braces, I had given the enter. Now whatever you want to say, the action to do, when /home occurs, you can say it here. So whatever you want to return back is a response. Whatever you are receiving is a request because it is a server. Server will receive the request from client, return the response to client. So it need to return the response now. res.send is sending back. Is sending back the data. So what it is sending? Something like it is a home page. I'm just going to send this. It is a home page. So now at the last line, I need to ensure my server is running. Okay. So how to ensure that? At the last line, I want to write one print statement. How to write the print statement here? Console dot, okay. Console dot log of, just say server running. Semicolon is optional only. Okay. Console.log of server running. Now, yes, we need to check whether server is running or not. So go to your server's command prompt. How to run the server? You have to say npm start for server or client. You have to say npm start for client. If you want to run the server, you have to run it as node space index.js, node space file name. What is your file name? Index.js. Okay. It is node based code. So node space index.js. Enter. It is saying server running. Okay. That means the print statement is printing here. But what about the output of this? It is a home page. Where you will get this? Yes, you have to open a browser. Then you have to type this localhost :8081/home. Okay. So open a browser, new tab, and then just paste this localhost :8081/home. You will get this. It is a home page. That means your server is running, right? Then server running, client also running. This is client, which you are seeing in the screen. The rotating image is client. And then this localhost 8081 is the server. So both are running now. Now we need to focus more on client. Okay. Before focusing more on client, we need to update the server. For example, I want to just update this home page -new page. Okay. I'm just updating like this, home page -new page. Save this, Control S. After saving, check your server. It is still saying server running. It is not broken. Okay. So go to your browser. You already saved. Refresh it. You won't get this. After refreshing, you won't get the update. So what you have to do? You have to go back to your server. You have to press 2 times Control C. One time. Okay. One time. And then second time. When you press second time, it will break the server. Okay. Now you have to once again run the server node space index.js. Once again, you will get server running. Now you refresh, you will get new page. But whatever I'm doing is not right. Why? Because every time when I'm updating the server, I want to stop it and restart the server. This is not quite good. When I press Control Save now, it should automatically update. So how to achieve that? With the help of another package called NodeMon. Okay, NodeMon. How to install the package? Once again, go to your server's command prompt. Okay, break the server and then type npm I NodeMon. npm I node more. Okay. Then give enter. It will install the node package. Then what you have to do? You have to go to your code. You have to go to package.json. In package.json, you are having script tag, right? Inside package.json, you are having scripts. Under scripts, first line is test. Okay, after the first line, at the last, give one comma. Don't forget to give comma because it's a dictionary way. Okay, first value, text colon echo something is there now. After that, give comma, then go to the next line. Just give double quotes and type dev. Dev is for development. Okay, that is user defined name. Then colon space. Then right side should be the value. Value for the dev key. So what should be the value? Double quotes again. You should type first. You should type node space index dot js. This is what. This is how you will run, right? Node space index dot js. Now little I will modify this. In place of node, I will type node more. Then space hyphen watch. Watch is to synchronize the things. Then space index.js. Okay, node more space hyphen watch space index.js. So this is the way it should be written. Save this. Close the package.json. Now go to your command prompt. Run the server again. Node space index.js. But now we should not run in this way. You should not run in the way of node space index.js. How you should run? npm space run space dev. Why you are running like this? npm space run will actually bring this to in this package.json. In this package.json, it will bring that to scripts. This one, okay. npm space run will bring that to scripts in your package.json. And inside scripts, what you want to run? Dev. If you give dev, the right side one will be substituted. What is the right side one? Node more space hyphen watch space index.js. Now you just see what is happening. npm run dev. Enter. So now you can able to see here node more space hyphen watch index.js is displaying in the screen automatically. That means it is substituted. And then it is saying server running. Now you change any you do any now you just refresh it first in the browser. This is the data you are having, right? Don't stop the server. You just go to index.js. You add one more hyphen and second time new to page and save it. Control S. Save it. Now don't restart the server. Just go to the server directly and then refresh it. In your browser, you will get new to page automatically. That means it is watching and synchronizing with the changes it made, and automatically your server will be restarted. You go and see your server's command prompt. See, in your server's command prompt, it is saying restarting due to changes. And then once again, it is saying server running. That means it is restarted. Okay. So now server side is enough. Okay. We will go to the client side. Okay. In the client side, before going to the client side, let me record the points. See, first I installed CORS and Express. Okay. Then one more package required. Okay. But after this, third point, write the code and see the output of server. Then fourth point, install node package for synchronizing the changes made in the index.js file and update the same in browser without manually restarting the server. Okay, without manually restarting the server. So now server side done. Now you have to go back to the client side again. Again, client session. Okay. So in the client, you have to do few changes. So go to your code. First, see your output, how you are getting the client output. Okay. This is your client output. In this client output, I don't want the plain background and then the logo and text displaying like this. Actually, I want one header and the body session. Okay, header and the body session. I want to bring this logo as my website logo. And then I want to make this edit src, this app dot, this one. Okay, this line as my website heading, which is coming side by side. That means left side logo and then the right side this heading. Okay, how to do that? And I want to remove this learn react. Okay, I want to have this logo in the left side. And then for an example, I'm saying, okay, this logo in the left side, and then the right side should be your heading, website heading. How to do this? Just go to your code, index.js, you can close it. Index.js, you can close it. So minimize the server too. Go to your client folder now. Okay, under skill folder. Okay, I open skill folder in VS Code. So I'm getting client and server. Go to your client now. In the client, go to src folder. src folder. That is the source folder. Inside src, open app.js. This is the place your actual data is returning. That means this return block. Whatever is available in this return block will only get displayed in your browser window. Okay, will only get displayed in your browser window. Inside this return block, you can write the HTML code, which we will say it here as JAX. So you can write your HTML code. So here you already written some code. That means it is already there is already written some code. That code is displaying the data in the front end. Now I need to remove this learn react. Okay. So go to your code and see where is learn react. Yes, it is here. This learn react is inside the anchor tag, right? This anchor tag from opening tag to closing tag. What is the opening tag? This is the opening tag. What is the closing tag? /a. This is the closing tag. Okay. So now from opening tag to closing tag, you just select it from opening tag to closing tag and then remove it. So now just I had the remaining one. Now go to your front end and see immediately it is updated. That means nothing like node package is required in your React. It is already there. So whatever changes you are doing, it will be automatically restarting the server for your client, restarting the command prompt for your client. Okay. So it will immediately get updated here. Now that link is removed. Now we need to bring this logo, and then this name to be side by side. And I want to reduce this entire size as the header size. Entire size, which is in the background, like dark blue color background, I want to reduce that to header. Okay. So first we will go to the code. See, there is a header tag opening and header tag closing. Inside that, you are having the image. And then further inside, you are having a paragraph tag. So in this paragraph tag, I will change my website heading first. This is placement management system. Okay, this is placement management system. Okay, so this placement management system, I will bring into paragraph tag on single line. Okay, opening and closing. So one image, and then the second one is the title. Now, if you check the lines here, the first line, div line, that means sixth line. Okay, the first line inside the React, the div tag is actually having class name as app, class name as app. Second line is having class name as app header. Third line is having class name as app logo. So all this are nothing but some identity for the CSS. What is CSS? Cascading style sheet. Why CSS will be used? For styling the elements. Okay. So what is the identity here? App, app header, app logo. Okay. App header, and app logo. Where this identity is returned with the style, where app is returned with style, where app header is returned with style, where app logo is returned with style, you have to go to app.css. In app.css, you can able to see app is returned with some style, app logo is returned with some style, and then app header is returned with some style. Now I want to edit now. Which one I want to edit? I want to edit the header. Okay. So in the header, already 100 VH minimum height is there. Change it to 20 VH because remaining 80 I will use for the body section. Then display flux. Display flux is okay. Then flux direction column. What is this column? In column wise, it will fill. Okay. For example, in your output, you can able to see the logo and the data is in the same column. I want to fill it in the row wise. So what I have to do? Just I have to remove this flux direction column. Flux direction column. I have to remove this and save this. Now you see what's happened in your output. It came side by side, but logo is little bigger. Okay, logo is little bigger, and placement management system, the name is little smaller. So what I have to do? Font size is specified now. That font size I will manually control. Erase this calc and all. Font size I will say 25 or 35 px, 35 pixels. Okay, 35 pixels. And what about the logo? Go to your app.js. Here you can able to see the logo is having the class name app logo. Go to CSS, go to app logo. Here the logo height is specified as 40 VM. Reduce it to 20 VM. Then you just check it what is happening in your output. You got the header correct. Okay. Now you want the body section. Just go to your code, go to app.js. Okay. In the app.js, already you had header. This is the header. Okay. So after this header, I want to create body. So I will create a new div tag. Div means division. Division tag. Div tag with the class name. I would say app hyphen body. Mention the same naming formats. which will be good to see. Div class name app body, then opening angle bracket, close div. I made, I mean slash. If you put the slash, you will get the recommendation. Then give enter. Come inside that app body div. Just say it is a body content of a web page. It's a body content of a web page. Just go and check now. It is coming here like it is a body content of a web page. But I want the content should be centered. Okay, I want the content to be centered. So how to make the content? Already it is in center. Okay. Now in this place, I want one registration page. I want one registration page. So two options for you. One, you can design the registration page from the scratch. Two, you can design the registration page from the template. So I'm going to use some open source templates. I will go to mui.com, that is materialui.com. I will open that. Then click on discover the core libraries. Then click on material UI. Then if you want to use this material UI now, you have to install this one. Install this shown installation packages. npm install. npm install is equivalent to npm I actually. So npm install, whatever it is showing, copy that and go to your client command prompt. Break the command prompt to like 2 times Control C. It will be broken. Then you just paste that. Okay, you just paste the package name. Just give enter. It will be installed. Okay, let it install. You just go inside this command. This website view templates is there. View templates. I'm going to use the login template. Okay, templates is there. Okay, the getting started. In the template, you just look for login template. This is the this is the sign up template. Okay. First, we will do the registration page, sign up template. So you can see the template which I'm choosing by clicking the preview. Go back in the sign up template, click the button source code. It will open a separate repository. In this repository, you'll have two files, JS files and TSX files. TSX is the TypeScript, JS is a JavaScript. Currently, we are working on JavaScript. So open the sign up page. Okay. And then copy the entire code. This code I need to paste in this location. Okay. But if you paste that entire code in this location, it will become clumsy. The visibility will not be good for the developer to check and edit the code. It will become so many code lines in the same page. So what I have to do, I have to create one more subfolder and I have to create a separate function for this. So how to do that? Just right click your SRC, new folder, components. Components is the folder. Inside components folder, again right click, new file. The file name is sign up, right? Or registration, you will say registration. So registration, registration.js. So R capital you give, okay, component name, first letter should be capital, registration.js. Now in registration.js, just paste the code which you copied. Okay, so then save it. I want this code to be rendered in this place. It is a body content of a web page. How to bring in that code content here? You have to import. You have to import that. How to import? After second line, you just type import. What you are importing? Registration. So R capital registration. This is just a name. Okay, import registration equal to from import registration from Within single quotes, you can say dot slash, you will get recommendations. You have to choose components, then slash, you have to choose what is available here, that is registration. So now registration is being imported. You have to use the registration. So how to use it? Just you give in the place of it is body content, you erase that and then open angle bracket. You have to call that function. How will you call? Like rendering the component. How will you render? Like this open angle bracket, registration is the label name, space, self closing tag, slash and close angle bracket. Now registration page, I brought it into the app content. So it will be rendered properly in the browser. Now you check what is happening in the browser, which we had. Just refresh it. It is showing error because we haven't started the client. Our client is not started. So how will you start the client? After installing the previous package, that means material UI package, I haven't started the client. So how will you start the client? You have to start it like npm start. Give enter, start the client. So once again, the client will be started. So we will wait for the client starting. It is saying one error. What is the error? Cannot resolve at the rate MUI icon materials. Then lockout inline. This lockout inline is the inside one. Okay, inside the package. So what is the package name? At the rate MUI slash icon material. Copy this, Control C. I copied. I will go to the client command prompt. It is in the same command prompt, right? In the command prompt only I am there. You check the browser also, it will show the same error. See, in browser also it is showing the same error. You go to the client command prompt, there also it will show the same error. Break the command prompt. Give npm space I and then give this newly copied package name. Enter. It is installing. After installing, you just have to restart your client. Let me wait for the moment. I'm just going to give multiple enters. Now it is installed. So after installing, just give npm start. Start it. It will once again start. It will take a minute to start. Hold the client you close. Wait for the new client to launch. Now you can able to see the sign up page is appearing in the middle of your body part. Okay, body part of your website. Now I want to send the sign up data to the client. Okay, I want to send the sign up data to the client. How to send the sign up data? First, you have to examine the code, okay, of the sign up page. Then you have to identify where these boxes are there and how to get the value. Then that value, you just print it here itself to check whether it is printing correctly or not. If it is printing correctly, you send the value to the client. Okay, this we will type it here. In the client session, now what you have to do, you have to modify the existing app.js. App.js will be in src folder. src app.js to make the logo and content as title bar. Then what we did, create a separate div for body, create a separate div for body tag, and bring in the signup.js content from mui.com. Make the, you have to just say the file name. Okay. So where you will paste the content, paste the content in a file. File name is registration.js inside the src and then components folder. So we created the component folder, then we pasted that code. Then next step, import the registration.js and call the registration page. Where you will call the registration page? Call the registration under body tag, body div tag. Okay. So this is what we had done. While doing this, we had installed the Material UI packages. While doing this, we had installed the following packages. What are the packages we installed in command prompt? First package we copied from Material UI. Yeah? So once again, I will copy the package from Material UI, or just I can copy it from the command prompt which I am having. Just break the command prompt. You can able to see the old commands. So just copy the, just I need the package name which I installed. It is here. So this is the first package I installed from Material UI site. Okay. Second, it's shown me error. From the error, I installed the second package. Second package name is Material UI icons material. This is the second package name. So these packages I had installed. Then after that, we run the client. We run the client to see the registration page. Okay. So this is what we had done now. Now we had the registration page here. Okay. So in this registration page, we need to take the data from this text boxes. Okay. And then we need to pass these data to the server. Okay. Wow. So how to get this data? First, we need to enter some value here. When we click sign up, it need to display in the same page. That is our first step. Second, the displayed data should be passed to the server. So what we are going to do now? Get the user entered data and display it in the same page. That is our current objective. Then next objective, the displayed data, just send it to the server side. Okay. When this will happen, when you click the registration button, right? So get the user enter data and display it in the same page. When you click the registration button, register button. So this is what we have to do now. Okay. When we click the button, we need to display the data, right? So how to do that? Just go to your code. Okay, go to your code. In the code, go to registration.js. Go to registration.js. Inside the registration.js, you can able to see the function name export default function sign up. Function name is sign up. So inside this function, you are having the handle submit block. Handle submit function block. That means first function name is sign up. Then inside sign up function, you are having one more function called handle submit. Okay. When this handle submit will work, when you click the register button. Okay. So when you click the register button, you are preventing the default action. What action you are preventing? When you click the register button, or when you click any form, the data will be sent to new page. Okay. Now I don't want to send the data to new page. So I stop the default action. Okay. I prevented that. Then next, I receive the form data. Okay. Which I entered. That means event.current target is the form. Okay. From where it is been triggered. From the form, you are receiving the data. So this data is going to be in a dictionary format. Dictionary format means key and value pair. Key and value pair. So what is the key and what is the value? What you typed in this box is the value. Okay. Then what is the key? With that key only we can take this value now. What you typed in this box is the value. Then how to take the value out by referring the key? Then what is the key? Go to your code and just scroll down. You can able to see the first grid. You can able to see the first grid. Okay. In this first grid, this is the first grid. In this first grid, you are having a text field. Okay, text field. In this text field, you see the name. Okay, name attribute. The name is given as first name. This is the key. I'm just going to change this name, first name as name, because I want only name to be filled. Okay. First name as name. So every name, I'm just going to change it as, like every first name, I'm going to change it as name. name equal to name, ID equal to name, and label equal to name. Okay. Then second field is the last name. In this place, I will bring in another value. Like for my registration page, I want admin and student. Student will register themselves and admin also will register, right? So I want one drop down here. Admin or student, they can able to select. So that drop down, I will bring it here. Okay. Then next, later we will bring the drop down here. Then next is email field. Then next is password field. So I'm having 4 fields. Okay. One is name. Another one is last name that I will change it. Then email, then password. In this 3 field data, I need to get it. How to get by this name? Password. Okay. Then next name is what? Email. Then next name is what? Name. So I want to refer these 3 text box values with its name. So how to refer? Here, console.log of name colon data is a dictionary format one. So data.get of what is the name inside the dictionary format? Like key value pair, that key. The key is nothing but name. Value is nothing but what is entered in the box. So that will come in the name. So at last give comma. So name colon data.get of name will give you name, then email, then password. Last name I'm not getting because I'm going to change that value. Just you go to your browser, you just fill some data. Okay, you just fill some data. I'm just filling my data. Okay, then some password, just default password you just fill. Then right click the page. Okay, right click the open space. Okay, and go to last. Here you just go to inspect. Okay, inspect. Then your screen will split into 2. One part is going to be your actual working. The other part is going to be your development tool. Here, you just click on console tab. Okay, console tab. After elements, you will have console. In this console, you are going to print the value. Okay, you are going to print the value. What value you are going to print? See, in the code, console.log of, I am printing name value, email, and then password. What I entered. Okay, so just go here. Okay, and then click on sign up. When you click sign up, what will happen? When you click sign up, this handle submit function will get triggered. Handle submit function will get triggered. In this default action, you are preventing. Data you are collecting. Whatever you collected, you just printed in the log. So you will get the data. So now go to browser, click sign up. You should get the data in the right side. Let me see. I am getting the data. Okay, I'm getting the data. If you click this dictionary one, you will get the detailed one. Why you are getting email and password only and not name? Just save it once and refresh your browser. Submit again. Okay. Check your client is running or not. Your client is not running, right? Your client is not running. You have to run your client. So how to run? npm start. npm start. So I will just run it. Once again, I will go to inspect console. I will fill new data. Okay. Then new password. Just I'm going to click on sign up. Let me see what is happened here. Now you are getting the name also, right? Name you are getting, email you are getting, password you are getting. With this, okay, I will stop in the first session. Okay. So that we can assemble back after the break and You should go for your break at 3:30 and you should be coming back at 3:40. After we are assembling back, we will continue the session. Okay. So let me have the break time now, right? Okay. Checking the audibility. Checking the audio. So students, let me start the session back. In the last session, we had created the client server, and then in the client, we had modified the page, like the existing code we brought into the header. Then we created our own body tag, body div tag. Then inside the body div tag, we brought in the registration page code. That registration page code we brought in from Material UI, that is the Google-based free tier one, open source one, and we brought in the template from Material UI for the registration page. Once we brought in the template, we observed that 4 text boxes are there. In that 4 text boxes, we just utilized 3 text boxes, that is for name, email, and password. So one text box we left it free, that is the last name, this one. Okay, so in this place we are going to change it. So what we are going to change it here, we are going to change the drop down box to select admin or student here. For example, admin can also register and student can also register. So I want one drop down box here. That means select box. Select box. Okay. So how to brought in the select box in this place of last name? We have to go to Material UI site once again. I'm just going to mui.com. So in this site, just go into the core libraries, Material UI, then view templates. Here, this is the place we received the template last time, the sign up template. But this time we don't want the entire page template to be. We want a single component, single component. So what component we required a select box, and where we will search, just go down in the left side menu. You can find components, click on that. So in this components, you just go down and see, you can able to see something like select box. Select is there. Under components, you can able to find select. So go to select. So in this select box, you just drag down. You could able to see multiple variants of select box. You pick the version you required. I want the version which is transparent to suit my template. So just I will go up and pick this one. This one looks good. Okay. This second one I will pick. Okay. The first one is this, and the second one is this one. I will pick the second one, which is more transparent. So here you can click on show code. Once you click on the show code, you can able to find JS code and TS code. JS means JavaScript and TS means TypeScript. As you all know, we are working in JavaScript now, so don't copy the TS code. So click on JS, ensure you are in JS code, and then go down. Don't copy the entire code here. Okay, don't copy the entire code here. You just want only one box. See, the entire code belongs to what it is displaying on the top. It is displaying a box, and in that 2 drop down boxes are there, right? So you want only one box. So where is that box you have to find? So just go down and see, there is a select opening tag to select closing tag. Exactly the highlighted portion. Select opening tag to select closing tag. Right. Where it is It is the first select box in this. Okay. Just I'm copying this select opening to closing tag. Copy. Okay. Don't copy the entire code. I'm just copying the select opening to closing tag. Then come to your code. In your code, where you will paste that. Where you will paste. See, the first grid is speaking about. See, this is the first grid. Line number 64 to 74. The first grid is speaking about the name text box. Name text box. The second grid is speaking about the last name box. This one we have to replace, but don't replace the entire grid. Grid is the alignment. Okay. So don't touch the alignment. Inside the grid, you are having the text field, right? So this text field you have to change. This text field you have to change. So I'm just erasing this text field. Okay. And in this place, I'm going to paste the code which I copied. First paste it. Once you paste it, it will be coming in misaligned one. Just select the remaining one, what you want to align. Okay. And press the tab key for the alignment. So now you can see the alignment is in line. Okay. So one more tab key. This is perfect. So now opening select box is here and then closing select is here. In between you are having the menu item. Okay. Why I'm having the first menu item in two lines? I will bring it in the same line. Okay. First menu item. I will click here. I will bring it in the same line. Yes. Now it seems to be good. So now four menu items I'm having. Okay. Actually, how many I want? See, I want one as admin. Okay. In between, you have to type. In between the opening and closing of menu item, that is the place you have to type. Second one as student, because student will register their themselves and admin also will register themselves. Okay. So admin and student. The third one, the last menu item I don't require. What about the first menu item? The first menu item, I will just say select user. Select user. I will just say select user. And then in the value, okay, what do you mean by value actually? When you select, for example, here I will have value as 0. Next one value as 1. Next one value as 2. Okay. When you select the first one, select user. Okay. What will be the value now? See, you see the name above. There is no name in the opening box, right? In the select opening tag, there is no attribute called name. You have to have one. So first I'm going to have one called name. Name equal to, I will say this name as role. Okay. I will say this name as role because it's a role, right? And label also, I'm changing it as role. Then on change is the event. When you change something in the box, it will trigger the function called handle change. But I don't want to do that. Okay. So I will remove this on change event. I will remove this on change event. Okay. And value equal to age. I don't want to have any default value. Okay. So I will remove this one also. Then ID equal to something given. I will change this as role again. ID is also role. Label ID I don't require. I will remove that. So only I'm having ID, label, and name. Okay. Only these three I'm having. Now I will say, if you select the first one, now select user. what will be the value? Your value is 0. How it will be sent? It will be sent as roll colon 0. If you select admin now, what will be the value? Roll colon 1. If you select student, roll colon 2. So role value will get changed according to what you are selecting here. Role is like a variable and values are dynamic. Like what you are selecting, that will be assigned to role. Understood? So now I want a default value. That means by default, my select box should show the select user. Okay. So what is the default value? What is the default value? Default value is 0. This one. Okay. So I need to assign default value V capital. Okay. Value equal to flower brace of 0. Okay. Then save it. Now you see this is a select opening tag, 3 menu items, and then select closing tag within the grid. Now save it. And now check your both the command prompts. Whether server running or no, sir, like client is not running. See, there is an error. Server running or server running. Okay, server no issue running. What is the error in client? In client command prompt, it is showing error. So what is the error we are getting? Read this error. Read this. First error is select is not defined. Second error is menu item is not defined. That means, what about the select and menu item? Did you used anywhere in the code? Where you used? Go and check. Go to the code. Here, the select is being used in line number 76. And menu item is being used in 3 times, line number 82 to 84. That means this select and menu item is not a default tag. So you can't get this without importing. Without importing, you can't get this. That means this tag need to be defined. That means this tag need to be imported. So how will you import? You don't know now from where you have to import. Select and menu item. So you go to your material UI where you got this code. In this, just go up little bit. In the same place, you go up little bit. Here you can able to see now they imported menu item and they also imported select. This 2 lines is required. Okay, I will copy as 3 line, then I will remove the middle line. Okay, middle line actually not required to me, form control. So I'm copying this 3 line. I'm going where I have to paste this. I have to scroll up to the beginning and in the import line, I have to paste this. The middle one is not required. See, it is automatically showing in light color because we have not used it. Remove that middle. 2 lines I had pasted, menu item and select. Now save it. Now again check your command prompt of client. See, there is no error. It is saying localhost 3000. That means go to your browser, okay, and check your React. Now you can able to see one more select box here, which is by default displaying select user. And when you click that, you can able to select admin or else student. Okay. So this value also I need to display in this console right side. Previously we displayed name, email and password. Now we have to display the select user also. So go to the code. Where is select user? Just go down here. In this place, we had done this, right? So how will you retrieve the value? How will you retrieve the value? By using its name. What is the name? ROLE, role. Okay. The name of the select box is role, which we given in the attribute. So this name, we have to use it in the top. Here, after name, I'm just saying role. In console.log, I'm just saying role, colon, data.get of single quotes role. The right side role is just a name, is the name which I specify below. The left side one is just a label. Okay. The left side one is the label. The right side one is the actual name. Now, at last, you have to give comma. Then only error will go. Save it. Now, you go to your browser to check it. Now, I will refresh the page once. Okay, my console is empty in the right side now. Now, I will give my data. Okay, I will select as admin. Okay, first I will select as admin. Then I will give some password. I will give same admin as password and admin as name. Okay, both as admin. Now I will click on sign up. So you see what is happening in the right side. Name is coming. Role is coming as 1. It is not coming as admin. Why? Because when you select admin, the value will be what? The value will be this one. Okay, wow. So you are getting role value as 1. And then email you got, and then password you got. Okay. So whatever I'm getting it here in the right side, okay, the same I need to send it to the server as a request. And in the server, I need to receive it and I need to acknowledge it back, right? So now, what is my goal? I want to send this 4 data to the server. So how to send? See, now what I did, the display data, just send it to the server. But how? With the what package? What is the package required? To send it to the server, what is the package required? You want AX iOS Axios package. Okay. You want Axios package. Why this Axios package required? Axios package. Why it is required? It is required to send the request from client to server. Second, it is required to receive the response from what? From server to client. So it is just to send the request and receive the response. It will send request or response. It will send request from client to server and it will receive response from server to client. Okay. This is what the Axios package. Now we need to install this package now. Where we need to install this package? We are in client session, right? So we have to install this in client. So how will you install it? In the command prompt, what you have to give? npm iax ios Axios you have to give. Then only you can send this request. So you have to go to command prompt of client. Did you noted these points? You have to go to command prompt of client. Already it is running. Okay. So I have to break this. Control C. I'm just pressing 2 times. It is broken. Now what I have to type? npm I. What is the name I have to type? I have to type npm I obvious AXIOS. So shall we type it? AXIOS. Enter. Now it is installing. So it is installed very quickly, a very small package. After installation, you can start your client. How will you start? npm start. So I am starting the client. Let it to start. Meantime, I can work with the code. Okay. So I will go to code now. I will go to the place where it is being handled. See, under registration.js, your handle submit function is there now. This is the place when you click register button, it will be handled. Okay. So in this after console.log, okay, inside this after console.log, I'm just going to write AXIOS obvious. But if I want to write obvious here, I want to import now. I install. Did I import it? No. So I have to go up. After line number 16, I have to import. Import AXIOS obvious from import obvious from single quotes. What you will type here? The package name. What is the package name? AXIOS. Okay, AXIOS. So just I imported. Now you go down. Okay. Here, now you can able to see the color is being changed to blue color. AXIOS dot. What you have to send request or responser. This is client. You have to send it to server. What you have to send? You have to send the request. What request you have to send? The request can be, see, the request can be get, post, put, patch, delete, and many more. Okay. Normally you will use get for retrieving data, post for submitting data. Okay. Put or patch for update. Okay, we will have it as put. Put for update and delete for delete. Okay. So these are the crude operations we will do. Now, what method we have to use? Geta, posta, putta, deleta. We have to send the data, right? We have to send what data? This name, role, email, and password. So we have to send the data. Send the data means we have to use post. Okay, post. So obvious dot, it will recommend you. Pick that. Obvious dot post. It is having two parameters. What are the two parameters? First parameter is what? First parameter is address. Address of server. That means where you want to send that one. Second parameter is data. What you want to send. Okay. First one is where you need to send. Second one is what you need to send. Okay, va? So now obvious.post First parameter we need to write. What is the first parameter? Address of server. Address of server. Full version you have to type, and within single quotes or double quotes. So I will use single quotes. What is the full version? HTTP colon double slash localhost colon. What is the server port number? Server port number we are running now. 8081 we are running. 8081. This is nothing but, see, in server, in index.js, here we given na this port number. This port number we have to give. Okay. See, localhost colon 8081. This one. Okay. So now I'm giving localhost colon 8081 slash. What is the address you want to send? I'm going to send for insert. That is a subpath. Okay. Insert is a subpath. Now, address you said. What is the second parameter? After the first parameter, comma, space. Second parameter is what? The data. Data is single value or multiple values. You are having multiple values, correct? Name, role, email, password. So multiple values means I will say it as set of values. Set of values should be enclosed within set brackets. What is a set bracket? This one, dictionary bracket. The flower bracket is opened and closed now. This is set bracket. So copy this. I am going to paste here. I am going to paste here. See, paste it. Okay. Again, I am going to paste here. Okay. Paste it. So set brackets open, set of values, set bracket close, then closing parenthesis. See, up to this is the request. Okay, va? After this, you need to receive the response. Okay. Now you sent the request, you want to receive the response. So how will you receive the response? Dot. Okay. Then is a function. Then means what? After that. After which one? After the request. Then is a function. Okay. You put parenthesis. One more inside parenthesis. Okay. This is for the parameter. And you type response here. You can ask, sir, will we need to type response only here? No, you can type anything. Okay. But whatever you type, that will be referring as a variable for response. That will be the response. Okay, whatever you type, that will be the response. So I am typing logically response. After this parenthesis, I am going to write a arrow function. So equal to open angle bracket, then equal to greater than symbol, then I have to write set brackets open close. This set bracket open close is to define the things. What I need to define? When response comes, what I need to do. Okay, when response comes, what I need to do. Now give enter. So here I will say when response comes, what I need to do. I will just print console.log of response I want to print, right? So no single quotes and all. So response dot data. You should say dot data because response you will receive in a dictionary format. Okay. For example, I will type here, you see. How will you receive the response now? You will receive something like bracket like this, then data colon value. Okay. Data colon value. Suppose you want this value, what you have to say? Response dot data. Like this, it will come. Okay, va? Suppose you want the value, what you will say? Response dot data. Then you will get the value. Okay. So here we will get the value which is coming back from the server or client tab. from the server. Okay. We are getting this response from the server. Before this response, okay, we are sending the request. This is request. And after the dot, this is response. Okay, va? Understood? So, these three, I will just make it as points in our notepad. Okay. Obvious package. Or just I will copy the set up to obvious package ending. Okay. Copy. Okay. Okay, va? This is obvious package. Now we may successfully send the data. Send the data from client or server. Send the data from client. We need to receive that in server now. From client, we send the data. That means we have to receive that in server. Correct? So how will you receive that in server? Where is the server code? Now you have to go to server. Okay, va? So server session, I'm going to type here. After this, I'm going to type server session. In server, I need to receive the data. Receive the data sent from the client. Receive the data sent from the client. Okay. Now, how will you receive the data? We will do that in code. Okay. So, go to servers index.js. Okay, va? Servers index.js. In index.js, already you are having app.get method. Now, after that, we are going to do app dot what method? Getta, posta, putta, deleta. We are going to make what method? What method we sent actually? Obvious dot post we sent a post we sent a. That means we need to receive app dot post. See what you are sending, that only. One you are sending means obvious.1 means app.1. Obvious.2 means app.2. Obvious.3 means app.3. Very simple. You send obvious.post. So you receive app.post. App.post is again having two parameters. What is the first parameter? Already I have written here. Okay. What is the first parameter? Say first parameter is what? Address. What is the address? Slash. See, go to your registration page and see what is the address you had given. Slash insert you given. So here in index.js, you have to say slash insert. First parameter done now. Comma. Second parameter is the service function. We will write the function brackets. This function is not having the name. Okay, wow. So instead of name, just parameters only it is having. Request comma response. When this function will get triggered? When this function will get triggered? When slash insert occurs. Okay, wow. Normally function we will trigger by its name only na. For example, addition function. How we will get trigger? Addition I will call. Like that. This function is not having any name. So you can't call the function with its name. Correct? Name is not there. So you cannot call this function, but you can trigger by saying slash insert. Okay, wow. So then request comma response arrow function. Inside the arrow function, set bracket open close because I'm going to define a set of lines. Then enter. Now I want to define what to do. Okay, that means slash insert triggers the function request comma response. Okay, request comma response. Now, when it triggers, what the function will do, that we have to write. First, I need to receive the requester response, which is coming from client. Client is sending one to server na. What it is sending? Requester response. It is sending request. Client is sending request to server. Okay. Client sending request to server, which need to take, which need to take. So how to take that? Just I'm typing console.log. I want to print that. Okay, whatever it is coming, I just want to print that to see whether it is coming or not. Okay, just to check only. Just to check only. Okay, console.log of. Now what I have to type? Request is there, response is there. What I have to type? Request. Okay, request. And see, every request will have header and body session. Okay, section. Header and body section. So now you want header or body? You want body section, correct? So request dot body. How the request will be? I will show how the request will be. See, request equal to dictionary bracket header colon something will be there, comma body colon the data which you passed will be there. Okay, actual data. Okay, so now you want to get the actual data which you passed. So how you will get? Request dot body. Okay, so now I got request dot body. Okay, so now I want to send the acknowledgement back to the server now. How to send the acknowledgement back? I'm just saying request or response. What I need to send back? I received request. So I have to send response. Yes, correct. You are correct. Response dot, that means res dot send. I'm sending. Okay. What I'm going to send? Just I'm going to send some string value. Data received. Data received. Okay. Understood? Clear? Save it. Now this one, I will just copy and paste it in our notepad. This is how we will receive the data. Okay. Sending side clear? See here sending. Here receiving. Okay, both clear? Now you will go to code. It is clear. Okay. Now I saved it. I need to check it now. So I will check first. Server running. Yes. Server running. No. Server at last. Yes. Server running. Okay. Why these many? Because I saved multiple times. That's why node mode restarting like that. Server running. Now client running. Client also running. Okay. Now I will go to client. First, I will open the inspect console. inspect and console. I will refresh the page once. Shall we send the data? See, I am sending my name. Okay. And then admin, mail ID, and then password. Password as admin. Okay. Now I will click sign up. First, what will happen? It will print in the right side console. Then what will happen? It will send to the server. In server, what need to happen? That need to be printed in the console. After that, it need to return back data received. This data received should come and printed here in the client. Okay. Because why it need to printed in the client? In the client register.js, see, you printed here console.log of response.data. Response.data is what? What you sent? Data received. The data received will be printed in console.log of client. That means here, data received should come here. Okay, click on sign up now. Data received coming up. This data received coming means in server, what should be printed? Whatever you sent here, this 4 value should be printed in server's console.log because you printed in the code na index.js. See, here you printed na request.body in the console.log. So where it should be printed? Server's console.log. Go to server command prompt and see it is printed. In server it is printed. That means client server communication properly established. Okay. Now I need to go to next level. What is the next level? See, first I will write client server communication done. Okay. What is the next level? Next level. What? Store the data in MongoDB. Store the data in MongoDB. That is the next level. Okay, va? Shall we store the data in MongoDB? So how to store? First, create the account in MongoDB with your Gmail ID. Second, fill the form for first time only. Which form? Profile form. Okay, profile data. Third step, select the free tier based option. Shared server. Then fourth option, create the cluster. Okay, normally the name is cluster 0, like that the name is actually. Fifth, after creating the cluster, under security, you have to go to database access. Network access is there. Another one is database access. I think so. Let me check that. So first we have to go to mongodb.com. Correct? That we will type in code like here. Create account in mongodb.com. Okay, wow. www.mongodb.com. So now I'm going to mongodb.com. Okay, wow. mongodb.com. See, I will click on sign in. Now I will use my Google ID to sign in. Okay. But I am not signing in for the first time. So this profile data I can't fill. This free tier also already I selected. Cluster 0 also I created. So this 3 steps I can't do it again because it is already done. I can do from the 5th step. Okay, va? So go here, go down in the left side. Under security, you are having database access. So click on database access. Okay. So security, what is the name? Database access. In that, you have to create the user with simple user name and password for testing. Okay, va? I am going to create user as admin and password I am going to give same admin. Okay. While giving this, I will select the role as admin atlas because the user have to get permission now to do insertion, deletion, everything for that purpose. Okay, va? So how to do that? One more user I will create. Okay. Add new database user, password based only I'm creating. What I said, admin. Already I'm having admin now, so I will create admin 1 better because already I'm having admin. So I will give admin 1 and password admin 1. So here admin 1 given a password admin 1. Same password given a see show password admin 1 I given. Okay, va? Now here built-in role 0 selected. What role we have to select? What role we have to select? Click on add built-in role, then select the role Atlas admin. Oh, Atlas admin. I had written admin Atlas. Okay, Atlas admin. Okay, now go down last, click on add user, create the user. User created. See admin 1 created. Then go to network access. Okay, va? Shall we write this point? 6th step. Security, then network access. Okay. In that, what you have to click? What you have to click means add IP address. You have to click. So in add IP address, you can give 0.0.0.0/0. Okay. Initially, you will get 2 buttons. Add current IP address. You will get another button. You will get add public like that. Anyone can access. Anyone can access like that. If you click that button now, this IP address will come. What is the meaning of this IP address? See, last 0 is there now. This 0 says 0 bytes are constant. See, this is 8 byte. First 0 is 8 byte. Second 0 is 8 byte. Third 0 is 8 byte. Fourth 0 is 8 byte. If 0 bytes are constant means, okay, 0 bytes are constant means first byte, any byte can change to 1 minimum 0 to maximum 255. This is the maximum limit. Okay, va? That means anyone can access. Minimum 0. Every IP address in this world will fall under this only. Okay, va? Suppose if I am saying 16 here, what will happen? 16 bytes are constant. 16 means first two constant. So anyone need to access should be 0.0.0 to 255. Understood? But what we need to give now? 0 and then last 0. This is what we need to give now. Okay, already I given. So that I will use. So you have to click add IP address button. Add IP address. Okay. Then you have to click anyone can access, which will give what? 0.0.0.0/0. Okay. This is the sixth step. Then now already I created. It is in active status. Initially, it will be in pending status. Okay. Later, you have to go to dashboard here. Okay. Dashboard. Here, in 1 minute, you will get the graphs. Then that will become active. So, if you are not getting graph, you have to click on resume button here. Resume button here. Okay, wow. So now I will type seventh step where you have to go to database dashboard, and then in that database you have to go to dashboard or no, directly database only. Go to database. Go to database. Okay, wow. And check for graph lines. Okay. Then eighth step, what you have to do? Go there, click on connect. Okay, click on connect, click on drivers, go down, copy the connection string. Okay, wow. So let me write, click connect, then drivers, then copy the connection string. Copy the my connection string line. I am just pasting it here like this. Okay. Then what you have to do? Then you have to go to server session. Now we are ready for server coding to connect to the database. Okay. This line only required. This line I had here. Okay. I will go to server. In server, go to top. Here, you have to write one more line to import. That means one more package required. What is the package required? Install the MongoDB package. Okay, how will you install this? npm I MongoDB. Okay, wow. Shall we install it? Go to your server, break the server, 2 times Control C, then give npm I MongoDB. Okay, enter. MongoDB will get installed. 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 Now, once again, you have to start the server. How to start the server? npm run dev. Server started. Minimize this. Now, we install MongoDB. That means we have to import. So, how to import? Import in client as. How will you import? Const flower brace open close inside Mongo client. Okay, Mongo client is the name of function inside the MongoDB package. Okay, va? Const Mongo client from const Mongo client equal to require, okay, require what? MongoDB, require single quotes MongoDB. This is the line you have to enter. Shall we enter it? What you have to enter? Const, bracket open close, MongoDB, sorry, Mongo client equal to require single quotes MongoDB. Okay, va? See, before line we directly return CORS, but this line flower brackets we return and then return Mongo client. Why? Because see, MongoDB is a package which will have many functions. One of the function is Mongo client. So I want to import only that function. So I'm writing Mongo client as a function name, exact name. Okay, wow. Many functions are there na. You are writing only one na. So you have to write this set brackets. Okay, wow. If you want to import in a different name, you can also write as MC like this. Okay, but now I am not going to do that. I'm just importing as Mongo client. Okay, now I want to use it now. So how to do? So here after app.use, I want to connect to database. How to connect? How to connect? First const space client. Client is the object. Okay, va? Equal to, so new Mongo client. Okay, Mongo client. In this Mongo client, you can give the URL. Okay, va? You can give the URL. What URL you have to give? Connection string you copied na? That connection string. Okay, va? So how will you give? First you give single quotes. Inside the single quotes, you copy the connection string. You go to your code, you paste the connection string. But remember, see, what is this? The highlighted portion, username. Is it username? No, my username is what? Admin1. I have to replace this now. So including angle bracket, I have to replace admin1. Then password also I have to replace as admin1. Okay. Then don't give the passwords as @ and all because it will clash with the such symbol. Okay, wow. Your password should not have @. Okay. Then see here in between the slash and question mark. In between the slash and question mark, I can give the database name, but I'm not going to give it here. I will give it separately. Okay. So I will go down. Second line, I will say client dot connect. I'm connecting to the client. Okay. Third line, I will say, see, what is the first one in the database? Outer, what is the outer circle? Outer circle is cluster. Then what is the inner circle? Inside cluster, what will be? Is inside cluster, database will be database. Inside database, I can say inside cluster. That is better. Inside cluster. Outer one is cluster. Inside cluster, database. Inside database, what will be inside database is collection. Collection is similar to which is similar to MySQL table. Okay, wow. Then inside collection is what document which is similar to MySQL table row or record. Okay, wow. So now what we have to create, see already cluster 0 is there. See the highlighted one, cluster 0 is there. So cluster we already done. So what is the second one? Second one is database. How will you create the database? Const db database equal to, what is the object? Client object dot db. What is the db name we can say? I will say db name as skill, because it is skilling class, na skill. Then what is the next one we have to create after database? Const. What is the next one? Correct. Collection. COL. Collection. Any name you can give. I'm giving COL. COL equal to the previous object you have to use. What is the previous object? DB dot collection. What is the collection name? Like table name we have to say, na? I will say user. User is the table name. Okay, I'm going to save user data only, na? Admin data, student data, all are users, correct? What is the next one? Next one you have to create as what? Document. That is the actual data. Document you should not create here. Where you should create? Up to table only common. Document is very specific. Actual data. So that document you have to create inside the insert function. Okay, va? Inside the insert function. So here you have to say, what is the collection name? COL dot insert one na many. See, COL dot what you have to give? Collection dot insert. It is there, insert one, insert many. One document I have to insert. One document may have many fields. One row may have many column, na? Like that. So insert one. Collection dot insert one is a function. So what you have to insert? You have to insert in a dictionary format. Request dot body is in dictionary format. Yes. Request dot body is in dictionary format. Okay. This actual data is in dictionary format. Okay. Wow. This actual data is in dictionary format. So you can give request dot body. So the data will be inserted in the database. Okay. Shall we check it? So what we done now? We done the connection. Okay. I will copy this line. I will go to Notepad. Okay. After importing is done, connect to database. How will you connect with these lines? Okay, wow. Connect to database. You have to use these lines to connect. Then fourth step, insert the data with COL dot insert one function. Okay. How will you insert that? You are having app.post. So this app.post, you have to use it here. In the app.post, col.insert one. Okay, insert it. Right, understood, Shall we check it now? Okay. So just I will close this MongoDB connection. Okay. Now I will go to React app. I will check where my server is running server running. My client is running client running. Okay. Client side, no modification I had did. Okay, wow. So I'm just going to client. If I click once again sign up, what will happen? Once again, data received will come here from server. But before data received, what will happen? Before data received, it will insert the data to database. Okay, if everything goes right, shall we check it? So click on sign up now. Once again, I got data received. Click on this data only I send. Okay, this data only I send. This data need to be inserted into database. So shall we check it? First, you check the server. In server, it is printed. Okay, that means data received to server. Okay, where is database? Go to database. Click on browse collection button. Okay, browse collection button. Inside browse collection, you will find the you will find the skill. Skill is there. Yes. See, skill. Skill is there. Open skill. Inside skill, you are having how many table? One table. That means collection. User collection. Click on user. Now you will see the 4 data which I entered is getting into the database. Okay. Now, what is the 5th value? Actually, I entered 4 only na. Name, role, email, and password. But what about the ID which is generated in the first one? You can able to see, right? That ID is the primary key. Primary key. Okay, wow? That is auto generated by your MongoDB, which you are not inserted. Okay. So now whatever the value which I given in is came into the database. Okay. Did you understood? Now what we saw today, let me have a small recap. First, we started with installing the Node.js. Okay. Then VS Code. Then we open command prompt to check the node version is correct or not. Then we created the React app for the client. After that, npm init for the server. Okay. Then that will create the things package.json in the server folder. That will create the package.json in the server folder. Which one? npm init. npm init will create package.json in the server folder. Then you have to create one file called index.js in the server. After that, you have to install 2 packages, Express package and CORS package. Express package is to do what? Is to make your client server communication possible. Okay, Express package is to do what? Client server communication possible. Client and server communication possible. Okay, will listen to particular port. Both these are possible when you have the express package. Okay, wow. Then CORS package. Why you require that? CORS means cross origin resource sharing. You require that for what? You require that for serving to the third party. Okay. Server is assumed to be third party app and was required to serve. Your server is assumed to be a third party one. Okay, wow. Your client have to serve to the server. That means cross origin you have to enable. That's why you install these two. Then how will you install npm express cors? Okay, well, then you are writing the code for the server. Okay, basic code. Then you are installing node-moon package for synchronization. Okay, after completing this server side, you are going to client. In the client, you just type cd space client and npm start to start the default client application. Then inside the client session, okay, inside the client app.js, okay, what you did, you modified the code to set up the header. That is the first one. Okay, what title bar. Then what you made the body session. The body session you have to made it with the signup.js code, which is from the material UI. Okay, wow. So how you did, you make that signup.js into separate file, then you imported in app.js, okay, and you called it like a component. So then it worked. Then further, I modified the installation packages because it need to run na material UI need to run na. For that purpose, I installed two things. Finally, I rerun the client to see the output. That is for registration page. After registration page, whatever data I entered, I displayed in the same page. Then the displayed data is sent to the server, okay, with the Auxius package. After that, I return Auxius code in the client, okay, to send the data and to receive the response. Then I went to server. I return same app.post code to receive the data from the client to server and to print that in the console. Then I send back data received like that. Okay. Then I run and checked this. So client server communication established properly. That is the first code done. Second, I need to store the data in database. For that, I created one account in MongoDB. So inside MongoDB, I was created the first time means I had followed the step number 2, 3, 4. Okay, for the first time. But second time I logged in. So I directly went to database access and created user with Atlas admin. Then security network access, I added anywhere access. Okay. Then I copied the connection line. I came to the server side code. I installed MongoDB package, imported Mongo client. Then I utilized the connection string to connect the server with database. Then finally, app.post function is inserted with the single line code col.insert one of request body. So that will send the data to the server. Okay, wow. This we check now. Okay. So with this, what is completed? Sample data. Sample data means registration page. Is collected and stored in DB. Okay, wow. Sample data is collected and stored in database, right? So this is what we had done in this session. Okay, I hope so. You had understood that. Okay, right? The recording of this session will be shared with you later. Okay, as of now, I'm expecting you to clearly understand the concepts which I delivered today. And be with me with patience. In next 3 days, just not 3 days, next 2 days, we will be completely developing this application. Okay. And fourth day, we will be adding the features to it. Fifth day, we will be hosting the application, right? So tomorrow, second day and third day, we will be completing all the application development. Fourth day, additional features. Fifth day, hosting the application. Okay, clear? Just be with me. learn these 5 days very quickly. You can learn the monster, right? Now what to do? You can revise the concepts, and if any query, get help from faculties and your friends. Thank you.